write down the slope formula. Does anybody remember what letter we always said mathematicians use for the slope?
Isn't it A-N?
Slope is always the big letter M here. And slope equals this, y sub 2 minus y sub 1 over x sub 2 minus x sub 1. Maybe. I don't know if we did it this year though, did we?
Yeah.
And it's shown over,
Maybe I gave it to you when we talked slope, but I don't know if we ever did it. Maybe.
yeah, we do have it.
Anyway, here's the deal. Whether we've done it or not, a good review for us all. Okay? If you were asked this question, find the slope of the line that passes through through 1 comma negative 2 and 2 comma 6. Now what that's asking you is this. Let's say you've got a graph and these 2 points, 1 comma negative 2 and 2 comma 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Here's your line, children. And you're asked to find the slope. Rather than drawing that triangle that we did before and doing all this meticulous work here where you draw this triangle here and you count the blocks going up and you count the blocks going down, you can just stick these 2 points into this formula, knowing that the first numbers given in an ordered pair are the x values and the second numbers given are the y values. Okay? These little subscripts, the 2 and the 1, help you to stay organized because it doesn't matter which one you call the 2's and which one you call the 1's as long as you call the y2 goes with the x2 and the y1 goes with the y1, which means simply this. I'm just going to pick. I'm going to make this the 2's and make these points the 1's. It doesn't matter which one you call 1, but these both have to be the same number and those have to be the same. I can't make this an x2 with a y1 and I can't make it a y1 with an x2. It doesn't matter which one you call that group, but you need to call both of them that group there. So you take your little formula, watch the beauty of math right here in action. Here's my little formula. y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Again, strongly recommend, because you're going to want to do this in your head, because you think I can do that easy, subtract my head. Strongly recommend that you use some parentheses, just because. M equals parenthesis minus parenthesis over parenthesis minus parenthesis. y2 we picked negative 2 to be. y1 we picked 6 to be. x2 we picked 1. x1 we picked 2. And then once you get this, you can do the math. What is 2 minus 6? Negative 8. What is 1 minus 2? Negative 1. Negative 8 over negative 1 is a positive 8 slope. That's what this thing is. And that's what it is. It goes uphill, so it's a positive slope. If you were to make this a triangle, you would notice that it's 8 high and 1 over. Okay? So given 2 points, you just need to keep yourself organized, use this formula, and everybody is happy. Okay? Because most people make mistakes when they do the negatives and the positives and stuff like that. Make sure you do those parentheses there. Got it out?
Is it positive because negative?
Because it's a negative over a negative.
Oh.
Okay. You're not even going to draw the line. You're not going to look at the line. You're just going to take the 2 points and plug it into the formula. For example, another one, right out of the book, negative 5, 8, and 5, 6. -5, comma 8, what did I say the other one was? You people are not much helpful here. 5, comma 6. And if you wanna get these right again, heed my warnings as to writing down the formula. The y's are always on top. X's are on bottom. Why is that? Because remember, the top is the change in y. The change in y is how tall the thing is. The change in x is how wide the bottom, the slope is rise over how tall it is over how wide it is. Now, just for fun, which ones do you want to call the 2's and which ones do you want to call the 1's?
5 and 6 and 2.
5 and the 6, let's make the x2 and the y2. And this one, x1, y1. Generally speaking, because this one comes first, that would probably be not a bad way to go, but it doesn't matter. Parenthesis minus parenthesis over parenthesis minus parenthesis. Y2 was 6, y1 was 8, x2 is 5, x1 is -5. That'll be there if you didn't catch that. 6 minus 8 is a -2 on top. 2 negatives here make this actually a positive. 5 plus 5 is 10. And then the slope, if you reduce it down, is a -1/5 slope. -1/5 slope.
So if there's one negative number, it will be like
In that multiplication and division, yes. And again, if you graphed this line, you would see that this triangle that you make with those 2 points is going to go up 1 for every 5 it goes across. -5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's your line. And in fact, if you did make the triangle out of it, okay, if you made this a triangle, I'm not so sure. Okay, you would get every 5 over, it's going to go up 1 or down 1. Every 5 over, down another 1. Ain't that fun? Don't you just